Namo Mitrani, Sarvanam Swagatam. Let's consider how the Chinese alphabet works. You must have seen Chinese writing on the internet or on many products जो आप उपयोग करते हैं. Modern standard Chinese writing system consists of 37 strokes, out of which 8 are basic and the rest composite. I'll claim here that from an outsider's perspective, the Chinese writing system is like modern mathematical writing. Let's learn how. Consider the following mathematical expression. For all theta that belongs to the set of real numbers, sin square theta plus cos square theta equals 1. अब इसे आप कैसे पढ़ सकते हैं? जी कोई स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड इंग्लिश सेंटेंस तो है नहीं. हमें कैसे पता लगता है कि ये पर्टिकुलर सिंबल फॉर ऑल के लिए है एंड दिस सिंबल इज फॉर इक्वल्स टू? दिस इज बाय आवर मेमोरी ऑफ कोर्स. This is exactly how the Chinese writing system functions. It is a memory of Chinese history and culture. Just as you can't read mathematical symbolic expressions without committing to memory all the English phrases associated with various symbols, it is not possible to learn Chinese without knowing its usage in Chinese culture. This is what makes Chinese writing system a living record of Chinese civilization. For example, if you are writing a poem with an orange tree, you have to know which symbol was used for an orange tree 1100 years ago by some poet of some dynasty. Consider the characters related to tree in Chinese. These Chinese characters are based on the symbol for wood. The first pictograph of a tree symbolizes the meaning of wood, which is a short representation of a tree. Duplication of that symbol means woods. 3 such symbols represents a forest. This is an interesting one. These 2 strokes represent the fruits of the tree. And in Chinese culture, what is the best fruit? It is rice. So here we have the Chinese character for rice. You can see this in Xiaomi, for example, and Redmi. And if you combine tree related Chinese characters with others, you'll get even more new characters with absolutely new meaning. These meanings are not always the combination of the combined character meanings. Sometimes one used element is just for giving hint for pronunciation. And here we have the fire character beneath the tree to represent burning. Why are so many symbols in mathematics used the way they are? Answer: history. Somebody invented these symbols. If I come up with a new theorem or a mathematical object, I am free to use my own new symbol for it or to invent one, and it will be another addition to symbolic language of mathematics. All this comes with a drawback. Just as in mathematics, you need to commit each new symbol to memory. You learn Chinese writing system primarily through memory. Unlike Sanskrit and related languages, where the writing system consists of primarily sound units, Chinese characters are semantic units, though they also follow phonological patterns. This leads to a peculiar problem in Chinese. Suppose you say something that is composed of valid sounds in Chinese, but is not a meaningful word. How do you write it? Short answer: कोई नहीं जानता. क्यों? Because there is no standard way of correlating sounds with characters. There can be multiple versions depending upon person to person. A well-known linguistic controversy over this issue happened when Jackie Chan uttered a sound "dwang" while shooting for a shampoo ad. As the linguist David Moore writes in his book A Billion Voices, people didn't know how to write the new sound. Since there was no existing Chinese character for the syllable, websites could only represent the word in the official People's Republic of China romanization system, Pinyin. But Chinese netizens were dissatisfied with the Pinyin version alone. Surely a new word must have a corresponding Chinese character to represent it. A common sentiment expressed was, if a word cannot be written in Chinese characters, how can it be considered a Chinese word? Almost immediately, the internet community sprang into action and created just such a character. Using two characters in Jackie Chan's name, Shang Long, a new Chinese character was born, stacking two characters Shang and Long on top of the other, with the pinyin added above as icing on the cake. The same character had also another Hong Kong version. As you can see, Duang is in no way related to the sound of Shang or Long. What the Chinese did is to create a memory of an event that Jackie uttered Duang. This is how Chinese writing system stores memory. Just as there is no correlation between Hebrew Aleph and infinity, but since Cantor used it for infinite sets, so do we. Symbolic language in math has a well-known advantage over plain English. It is not bound by a particular language. For example, this identity can be read as 1 plus 2 equals 3 और in Hindi, इस समीकरण में एक और दो जोड़कर 3 के बराबर है. Similarly in Chinese, the standard character for a tree or wood is this. You can call it vriksha, ped. China has 100 different languages. People in different regions can call the same character differently. But it means the same, tree. पेड़ यही है यही रहेगा, चाहे जो कहो. This feature makes the Chinese writing system a unique uniting factor for disparate languages of China, at least partially. Coming back to the purpose of this discussion, European mathematics has distinct advantages over other versions via its heavy emphasis on symbolic language. You can solve an algebraic equation or an integral equation very rapidly via symbols. Try integrating an expression using only English language and experience the nightmare of your life. If you will study Indian mathematics, you will realize that despite their excellence in geometry, in terms of representation, ancient Indians failed to invent a symbolic system of doing math. Only numbers are well represented and encoded in various notations, such as the Kattapayadi system shown here, Aryabhatta system of numerals shown here, and the Aksharapalli system as shown here. These encodings facilitated both prose and poetry. Symbolic math was applied to equations called Samikarana in some Jain works. On the whole, however, Indian mathematics lacks a symbolic language that is as rich as its numerical and geometrical language. Ancient Indians were pretty good at engineering drawing, as you can see from this old manuscript from Orissa. Indian mathematicians were doing spherical geometry when most of the world was not even competent in 2D geometry. Unfortunately, 20th and 21st century has fallen back to doing mathematics in language, primarily in English. I have here a page from the Proceedings of the American Mathematical Society. Try reading any paragraph and make some sense of it. It's English, but mathematicians have invented a lot of specialized words found nowhere outside mathematical journals. Some words are so nonsensical that they combine a Latin prefix with a Greek root. The great predicament today is you have to learn this inside jargon apart from knowing English to publish in any mathematical journal, whether you are Russian or Japanese. I believe that in any revival of Indian way of doing mathematics, we need a strong, coherent, symbolic language, and I believe that Chinese writing system has a lot of potential for being used as an inspiration for a precise, succinct, and beautiful symbolic language. That is just my thought for now. I'll see you again. Swasti Astu.